Ooh, the troll pressure is deep with this one. It's deep. The dark forces are taking a hold of his very being. Now, this is a little bit of a continuation of the last video, a little deep dive and unpacking, if you will, of things that was said. Because it just dawned on me. You said that you pulled up, the LA guy, you said you pulled up on Lil Mikey, I guess in between the time that he ooped up on you and ooped up on Rio James, King of the Sector Show, right? You pulled up to him in between that time. But let's really unpack that, ladies and gentlemen. Why would you do that? Because you said you don't feel that you got punked out. Dude approached you, whatever. It wasn't nothing. They didn't tell you can't go to Superior. Just asking you if you know somebody at Superior. I don't know. Those sound like Gandalf holding your staff in front of Superior and thou shalt not pass. To me, it sounds like that. But you interpret it as something different, which is your right, okay. But why'd you pull up on him? You see, I'm broaching this situation a little different than a lot of people. I'm not going to get on this thing and do what you do and tell someone they can't go to Cermak or somebody in Brooklyn and meet this person, fight that person. I ain't on that. Right? That's what you're on, right? And that's what you're getting forms thrown back at you of, right? I'm of the more peaceful resolution. I'm of the more logical approach. I'm of the grown man shit. So if you independently didn't think that Lil Mikey and them did anything to you and everything was good money, y'all were cool, yeah, we cool, right? You dapped it up with them at the end. Then why would you pull up? The only reason you would pull up at the dispense spot or whatever is due to the good old troll pressure. Niggas talking shit. That's why in your video you got in the title, I'm gonna pull up on Lil Mikey, then I'm done with the sector. Your troll pressure is gonna bust the entire plumbing system. It's busting pipes. Woo, we've got a leak, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. He's leaking due to the pressure of trollness that busts pipes and now the toilet don't flush. Ooh, you pulled up on him? So that would, if it's not troll pressure, then that means you felt a way about when dude pulled up on you. That's the only logical way we can make this be, that it's not about strangers online that type and talk to you, that it's not to impress them or to prove something to them. It's the only other option, is that you really felt the way about being pulled up on the first time. But then if you really felt the way, you felt compelled to irk up on dude and talk your talk or whatever you were doing, then the thing is, why didn't you do that when he first pulled up on you? See, a man is judged by his instinct reaction, not judged by the shit niggas go through, but how they react to them. And your reaction to that shit was on some soft shit. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Niggas go through that sometimes. I'll tell a quick little story. Story time with Tone Space. It was circa, early 2000s. I was big in my hustling thing. I think we were at Howard University homecoming. Me and 3 other of my mans in them, right? Our homeboy Amar wasn't there. Amar is a good friend of mine too, right? Now it's this other dude that we hustle with. We were in one pack of people. This other dude rolls up to us. He's from another pack somewhere a few feet or yards away, right? So homie comes up to us and says, yo, and all 4 of us are standing there. Homie says, yo, you better tell Amar that when I see him, he's dead. And then dude just George Jeffersoned his ass back onto his circle. He felt comfortable telling all 4 of us that our good friend, one of our best friends, Amar, is dead when he gets a hold of him due to some deal or business that went bad or whatever. And he walked over to his other people. So after a couple seconds it took for me to fully digest what this nigga had the audacity to say, not that many seconds, I immediately irked my own ass on down from the 4 of us that was chilling to his crowd. Now, why didn't the other 3 also good friends feel compelled to follow me? Why didn't they feel type of way that homie just threatened Amar's life and all that? I ain't judging, I ain't even gonna say. If you're familiar with the Keefe D case, That proffer agreement he did when talking about when he went up and shot at Pac with Orlando and all them niggas. What did he say earlier? He was with a different group of people, and he said he got out the car with the busters and went to his other group. Well, that's kind of like how I feel about it. Them, I love them. Those are my good friends, but it is what it is. Niggas just let me walk on to where that nigga was at by myself, and they could just tell to their face, say, yeah, hey, Mars dead. I wasn't having that though. I walked my ass up on over to his group, right? I ain't know who the fuck was over there. And I basically was on my bruh shit. I was like, bruh, what you talking about? Amar dead when you see him. That's our mans and shit. Yo, what the fuck is going on? Actually, let me keep it real. I wasn't all about it, but I was definitely inquisitive. I was just trying to get straight down to the shit. You ain't gonna be threatening the life of my mans like that, and I ain't just gonna say, not say anything and just leave it at that. So it was kind of like an in-between thing. I was definitely standing my ground, but I wasn't all, you know what I'm saying? And you know what happened? About like 5 other niggas, the crew that he was with, they ended up forming a circle around me, right? So them niggas was on some, and I told you my niggas, I was with the busters. They were over some yards away. They probably wasn't even looking at what was going on over there. So I'm in the middle of this circle of like 6 niggas now. So you know what I did? I talked my way the fuck about the situation. It is what it is. I ain't about to get jumped by these 6 niggas. Amar, that's my man. Shit, I want to be able to go home. We'll work on the plan. I'll talk to him. We'll figure shit out. Whatever. But I ain't getting fucked up right here. I'm with the busters. They ain't gonna jump in. Nah, but you know what? I wasn't all soft and weak about it. I used my mind. I used my charm. You know what I'm saying? I used my charisma and shit. And I just said, yo, B. Yeah, I ain't on that type of shit. I don't even remember what I said. You know what I'm saying? But it was, in some ways, it was similar to this nigga getting pulled up on. You felt shook. You were pacing, walking around. When nigga brought it to your face, the shit you were talking, nah, bro. 5'1" dude had you shook. Yes. So I tell my story just to say that, yo, you never know what type of situation nigga could be in. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't be talking shit. I was trying to help my mans out. I wasn't talking shit about that nigga and his niggas or whatever. I was trying to help my man out. And, shit went like that. I talked my way about the jam. And I went back to my peoples and later hollered at Amar. I don't even know what happened. I know I told him. I don't even remember how that situation resolved. But Amar's doing good to this day. So it obviously wasn't that bad. And I've since seen homie that stepped to us and all that. I mean, he's all right. But, I feel a way about him feeling comfortable just telling our best friend, one of our best friends, that he's dead when he sees him. But, the past is the past, right? But I won't be talking shit. Yeah, so sometimes you might get in a situation where you feel you gotta get out of jam and all that. If you would have behaved exactly the way you behaved with Lil Mikey, whoever, Mike Stevens pulling up on you, but you wasn't the type of nigga that talks some tough shit and says, oh, I whooped this nigga, that nigga, fuck that grandbaby, or fuck your daughter and the bitch and all. You know what I'm saying? You bringing shit on yourself. Another perfect example. Shortly after the situation happened, because I'm keeping it a buck, I thought that shit was kind of whack. Homie just recording, because it's like, what's your intent? Who are you doing it for? Are you really doing it for the purpose of holding your man Mike down, or are you doing it to make a spectacle of somebody? Now, I'm glad it happened. It's good footage, good content, right? But at the same time, it is what it is. And I was kind of like, oh, but then I came back and I said, well, he might be a young nigga or whatever. That nigga ain't no young nigga. But I was still talking shit, and I had to check myself. Now, I'm most likely never gonna see this little Mikey nigga. I probably have free reign to talk all the big shit I want. But you know what? My character, I just don't get down like that. I don't know that man. I don't have any beef with that nigga. So yeah, I ain't gonna call him pussy and all that, or say he was soft, talk about his voice. That was my bad. I had to take all that back, because it was me jumping out of my character. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you do, L.A., whatever your name is. You be bringing all this shit on yourself, B, on some stupid shit, B. And you let niggas troll pressure you into pulling up on the nigga. So, class, let's review. It's either troll pressure for you to pull up on Lil Mikey, or if it's not troll pressure, then the only other option is you felt compelled to pull up on him because you felt the way of how and when he pulled up on you and how you reacted to it. So either you're owning the fact that you got punked, if it's option B, or if it's option A, you are being puppeteered and danced around on a string by nameless people in a chat room. Crazy shit, yo. How you like that one? You can't say, oh, niggas trying to get me to crash out, this and that. No, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This shit is stupid. I don't got beef with the dude, but he is, he gotta be at least 40 with a camera and all that. Nigga said he did 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Just get off the bullshit. But at the same time, I'm enjoying the bullshit. Because the nigga that the bullshit's being done to is a nigga that does a whole lot of bullshit. You feel me? Anyway, it's Tone Space Battle Rap Live. I'm gonna open up the doors of a nice little online battle circuit whenever I get around to it. Yeah.